y'all, it's Laura. Welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited. Xiumin is back with Overdrop, and it hasn't been that long since his last comeback, so I'm really excited for this. Let's go ahead and see what this is all about. Ooh, on the license plate and everything. Ooh, also black and white, grayscale. I appreciate so much. Ooh, even like going through my ear, the stopping in the car. Okay. Ooh, okay. Ooh, so good with that acoustic guitar in the background. Oh, and then the bass. Oh, oh yes. Oh, that was so cool. Ooh, I like that synth in the background. I love that silence going to the electric guitar, the acoustic guitar. Ooh, that bass is so sick. The choreography too. Ooh, I love that change with increasing that drum beat. Ooh. Ooh, yes. Oh, Rain. Yes, this is a great choice. The footwork, though, really. That was so good. I loved that. Okay, this is right up my alley. It's exactly my style. And something I absolutely loved about this is it really showed off his vocal skills. I feel like because EXO is such a vocally talented group, and they have been since for the very beginning, right? Is that people don't always get to experience like Xiumin's like really beautiful vocals. Obviously, they got to experience more in CBX. You know, EXO-CBX versus just EXO, but he is such an incredible vocalist. And I remember, I don't know who talked about it, but it might have been Xiumin himself, but it might have been a different idol. But at the time, before EXO had been preparing, Jinho from Pentagon used to train at SM. He was with SM for a really long time, and so he trained with EXO, and he was like, it must have been Jinho who talked about this. Yes, it must have been. But anyways, there was like a talent show or something happened within SM, and Jinho came first, and then right after Jinho was Xiumin. And that was like, you know, when I first became like an EXO fan, like I didn't realize like how big of a deal that was. because I hadn't heard like Xiumin's voice like as much when you're just listening to EXO. He doesn't get as many lines, just because there's so many amazing vocalists in EXO. It doesn't mean that he's not an amazing vocalist, but he, because of his voice, plays kind of a different role in creating those the harmonies that I feel like EXO is so well known for. And it wasn't until like I started really listening to him more in like CBX and then like now solo that I'm like, I always knew he was an incredible singer, but this really shows off his vocal talent, and I'm so excited that he gets to show this off, and it makes me so happy and excited for him. I would say like for me, I'm not a casual stan, but I'm not of EXO, but I'm not like they're not my ultimate bias group. So I would say like I know their title tracks, I know several of their B tracks and that kind of thing, but it really hasn't been until I've been fully involving myself in my YouTube channel that I've been able to really listen to everyone's voices solely as they've started to come out with solo music. So, you know, while I, you know, kind of understood Kai, I didn't really fully get like the full picture of his voice until I've heard him a couple of times solo. Same thing I would say with Xiumin, same thing, you know, even with Baekhyun and Chen, I feel like I get to see like different elements to their voices when they do things solo. So it makes me more excited and more intrigued about them. And I knew in the last comeback from Xiumin, and it was like, for me, it was a good song, but it's not something that like stands out in my mind. This is a song that stands out in my mind. I think this is a really good choice for him. It showed us so much of his vocal ability, like in his range, and I thought it was so good. I loved all the little elements in there. You know, I kept mentioning like that acoustic guitar, and then it went into the electric guitar. Just really smart choices were made for this song, and I love how it's more of a performance MV rather than necessarily one with a storyline. I think it's really smart to choose, you know, what kind of songs you're going to have like with a storyline versus what you're going to do in a performance more manner. And I love that he did this in a performance manner because I feel like it fit the song perfectly. And that bridge, with the electric guitar in the rain was just so perfectly done. So I'm so excited to continue to getting to know Xiumin as like an individual singer. Like I really love his reality show, and a lot of the reality stuff that he's done, he's just like really honest. And I don't remember who it was it with when he was doing his show with Leo from VIX, because they've always been super close, and them talking about like their MBTIs, and they were doing, you know, where they write a story and everything, and it was like he was so like to the point about things. I was like, oh, that's like another aspect of him, and I just love how open and honest he is. And this was such a great song, guys. So tell me what you guys thought of this song. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part of the MV? I'm sure you guys already know mine, which is the bridge. The bridge was so perfect. It just, you were prepared for that climax of the bridge, and I just loved it so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.